Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of Nathbet.com. Christmas is coming. Well, actually, I kind of guess this is the Christmas edition of Nathbet.com. I feel pretty bad now that I'm not wearing my usual yearly Santa hat, but at the same time, I will give you my annual presents, mainly through these tips, double, treble, and four that we do like this week. Plenty of good offers as well for people who haven't opened accounts with certain bookmakers. We will explain that later on in this broadcast. But let's have a little bit of a stocking filler to start with. Let's get a little daily double on, a little safe double, and we'll start straight away, get straight onto business with Manchester City -1. Manchester City strikerless, it seems, for their home game against Crystal Palace. I don't think that will be a problem, obviously. And they might have Pozo playing up front, but really he's acting as a decoy for the likes of Yaya Toure, David Silva, who's back, and Samir Nasri. They'll still have far too much at the front and at the back, especially at the Etihad, to dispose of Crystal Palace. I expect them to win by 2 clear goals. Hence, we're going Manchester City -1 as the first bet in the double. They're available at 5 to 6. Please double them up with West Ham United against Leicester City. West Ham flying, aren't they? Absolutely flying. Sam Allardyce doing a great job there, and they've got 3 fit strikers now with Sacco, Valencia, and Andy Carroll, and they face a Leicester side at Upton Park that are really struggling big time. In fact, their last win was against Manchester United a long time ago now. Famous win, but at the same time, how things can turn around. Nigel Pearson now the favourite to get the sack. Clear favourite, really, with a bit of distance between him and everyone else. Little few problems as well behind the scenes, as we've heard in midweek, and it just all doesn't sound particularly well. So going to Upton Park and trying to get a result is difficult at the best of times. So to do that with the pressure and the poor performance that they've been producing in recent weeks, I think that West Ham United at 8 to 11 are an excellent price. So Man City -1 on the handicap and West Ham United at 8 to 11 gives us a 2.1 to 1 double to get us started with this week. Okay, treble. We talked about Manchester United, and they had a fantastic 3-0 win, didn't they, against Liverpool on Sunday. Absolutely buying money that was. I know that we tipped them. I'm sure plenty of other people did as well. Excellent win, and I don't think they'll have too much more trouble, especially with the run that they're on going to Aston Villa. Yes, they're away from home, but they're starting to get players fit. Michael Carrick looks like an excellent find. I know he's played at the back before, but he was very good at the back last week. Phil Jones back as well, so trying to get a bit of that defensive solidity back. Obviously, they've got no problems up front, and Antonio Valente finally woke up after his 12 or 15 months in the doldrums, and he looked like a different player as well. So playing to look forward to from a Red Devils point of view. Not so much Aston Villa. I think they're going to have their usual struggles come the end of the season. I don't think Christmas will be a particularly good time for them either. So Man United 8 to 13 is our first bet in the treble. Second bet, Queen's Park Rangers against West Bromwich Albion. Now West Brom did have a good win against Aston Villa in the Black Country Derby, but at the same time they really have been poor. It was a pretty dour game really until the second half where it opened up when Berahino came, and I expect him to start in this game. Because I don't think leaving the best player on the bench is the best move in the world. I know he's gone off the boil a little bit after his England debut, but at the same time, you play your best players week in, week out. Now, a certain person who does play week in, week out is Charlie Austin. And I do think that him starting for Queen's Park Rangers up front with Zamora, who does an excellent job, it really does, taking the defenders away and doing a lot of the hard work for the 70 or 75 minutes that he plays each week. I think that Charlie Austin reaps the benefits and he appreciates that. I do think he will score goals, especially at Loftus Road, and on this occasion at 6 to 4 with the Queen's Park Rangers. I do like them against the West Brom side, like I say, apart from last week struggling badly. So Queen's Park Rangers, Manchester United, and we're going to finish off with Arsenal against Liverpool. Arsenal travelling to Anfield. We're going to go with Arsenal to win this game, but it's not just Arsenal outright, but it's Arsenal with a draw. If the game ends in a draw, it's no bet basically. So look for the Arsenal with a draw, no bet icon. That will be in most of your betting. In fact, every single bookmaker will offer it. Arsenal with a draw, no bet. Pretty much what it says on the tin really. If Arsenal win, you get a reduced price, a slightly reduced price of 5 to 6 or even money at Arsenal if they win the game, and if they draw the game, then obviously you've got that insurance of it being a void bet, a push. So basically, quintessentially, your treble if Arsenal draw will become a double, but that means you're still in the game, and obviously you're getting two bites of the cherry. So I think that's a pretty good bet, really. Liverpool tied, I would have thought, for midweek exertions at Bournemouth. They played a pretty much full-strength side there, and of course their Premier League form has been woeful. So Arsenal full of gusto, playing very well, and also having that extra rest. I think that I like them. Not enough to tip them outright, but I do like them, like I say, to win. And if not, then at the worst possible scenario for me, I can only see a draw. So we're going to tip them in this occasion. So Manchester United, Queen's Park Rangers, and Arsenal draw no bet are the three this week. That gives us a very nice 6.4 to 1 treble. That is with Ladbrokes. Okay, finish off with the fourfold, guys. Fourfold, we're going to two informed sides in League 2 and League 1. In fact, fantastically, Luton won 6 out of 6 at home, scoring a huge 15 goals in the process, and Newport County are the visitors there. Now, Newport are doing very well indeed as well. I think Luton are 4th, Newport are 5th, so it's a battle of two very good sides, but at the same time, I just can't look past Luton, especially at 11 to 8, which is a big price. Since they've won the last 6 at home, yes, they're going to be tested significantly in this game. I'm going to have a bit of more difficult time, but I do expect Luton to come on the right side of things. So Luton, like I say, 11 to 8, good price. Double them up with the MK Dons again. Won 5 out their last 6, drawing 1, losing 0 against an Oldham side who have won a couple on the road this season, but by no means are world beaters. And I fancy MK Dons at 4 to 5 to get the job done in League 1. So we're going to have a League 2 and a League 1. The form sides, we're going to back them to keep on riding that wave. Third bet is the Tanweir derby, Newcastle against Sunderland. Big game for both sides. Newcastle played in midweek and played a pretty much full-strength side in midweek and got thumped 4-0 or 4-1 was it in the Capital One Cup against Spurs. And also the main problem on that is they're relying on Mr. Anik, their third choice keeper. He's been injured, so at the moment, at the time of producing this, they're looking at their fourth choice 17-year-old keeper. Now, I don't care if they get an emergency loan or they don't, but at the same time, 17-year-old keeper has yet to make his debut in the Premier League, and I don't think he's only made a handful of reserve team appearances as well. I don't like their chances. I'm not sold on Newcastle, actually. I know they've had an excellent run of form, but Sunderland are no mugs by any means, and I expect if they have got this young kid in goal that they're going to be testing him left, right and centre. And I expect Sunderland to definitely get something from the game and probably win it. So at the same time I did the Arsenal with a draw no bet, we're going to go with a Sunderland, tipping Sunderland on this occasion with a draw no bet, and that's a bigger price, that's 2 to 1. So basically at 2 to 1 if Sunderland win the game, and if the game ends in a draw, then you basically avoid bets, so the fourfold will become a treble. I don't see Newcastle winning it, and I think 2 to 1 on Sunderland is a very nice price. They're only 3 to 1 outright anyway, so we're only losing a point on that fact. So Sunderland draw no bet, 2 to 1. We're going to back them to beat Newcastle at the worst case draw. And the last one to finish off the fourfold is Chelsea. Pretty much easy. I don't really need to explain that bet. They're going away to Stoke. Obviously a difficult place to go, but Hazard, Rillen, Oscar, Costa, Fabregas. Sorry guys, you're going to get beat, Stoke City. I'm sorry, you are 8 to 13. So it's a skinny-ish price, but at the same time, to finish off a fourfold, I want a dead cert, and that's my dead cert. So we're going to back them at 8 to 13 to finish off a fourfold very, very nicely. And like I say, make that stocking filler a big present. Now, if you haven't got an account with BetVictor, I implore you to get on with Nathbet. Please just click on the icon above or below my face. You'll see the BetVictor on the Nathbet page. Please click through that exclusive bet for all you Nathbet subscribers. If you haven't opened an account, please do that, and you will not only get Chelsea in my fourfold, but you also get them at 4 to 1 to beat Stoke. Fantastic price, 4 to 1. We're tipping them at 8 to 13. New account holders, you will get a 4 to 1 price of Chelsea to win that game. Absolutely fantastic if you can get it. Please put those bets on. Luton, MK Dons, Sunderland draw no bet, and Chelsea gives us a big 18.1 to 1 fourfold. So 2.1, 6.4, 18.1. Get those bets on. We're going to be putting plenty of money on it this weekend for a nice little filler for Christmas. Remember, you've got the tweet the bets, please, and you'll be entered into the free prize draw. You get a £10 free bet of your choosing on the double, treble, or fourfold, and of course, a lucky winner will also be contacted, and they will be eligible for the clean sweep iPad Mini. iPad Mini for the person. If we get a clean sweep, have to do absolutely nothing. Just retweet the tips, and you're in for an iPad Mini if we get the double, treble, and fourfold in. Have a great one. Have a great Christmas, and we'll be back with a special Christmas Eve show for the Boxing Day games as well. So make sure you tune back in for that. But from all of us at Nathbet, have a great Christmas, and I will see you soon with plenty of profit. Bye-bye.